Welcome back, our dear viewers. Yesterday, the National Elections Authority announced that President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was elected by 89.6% of the valid votes to win a new term in office for the coming 6 years term. To shed more light on the issue, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Mr. Latif Wahba, our journalist. Good morning, Mr. Latif.
Good morning, yeah.
Sir, how did you see yesterday's announcement by the National Election Authority that President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi won a new term in office with a total of valid votes of 89.6% voting, and the announcement that the turnout actually was unprecedented, was the highest turnout in the Egyptian history?
I think, as you said, and the election authority declared yesterday, this is a historic record in Egyptian history that our candidates got about 90% of the voters. And at the same time, as you know, that President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi with the other candidates, they were in the same scale concerning the right to declare their programs, their right to speak with the people, and also to show their future plan for the Egypt, for Egyptian economy, for everything in Egypt. But yesterday, as you know, that number of voters exceeded 60%, and President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi got the majority of voters during the elections. This is, of course, not only a success for President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, but at the same time, it is a confidence from the Egyptian people toward their president, who started since years a new economic reform program, and also who developed the main infrastructures that passed tens of thousands of years, and at the same time he declared a new program for the coming years. This is, of course, a success for both, for the Egyptian people, for President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who got the Egyptian confidence in his future plan.
Indeed. Sir, how would you explain, from your point of view, the historic and unprecedented turnout of more than 44 million voters in these elections?
This is, of course, as you know, that there was a campaign from all the voters, from all the candidates,
yes.
And the people at the same time are always or were always evaluating their campaigns and their plans. And then in the day of the elections, they can translate their understanding of the campaigns and the plan and so on in voting parts in voting stations itself. So as you know that if we classify the voters, you will find women, you will find youths, the elderly people, and so on.
Yes.
I think the next step for the Egyptian society and for the NGOs in Egypt, the next step has to examine and study this process to find why the people participated intensively in the elections, why people choose the candidates program, especially the ones of President Fattah al-Sisi. This needs a social studies for the elections in Egypt, and this is, of course, if we compare the current elections from what happened during the decade, you will find the oldest one, I mean, during the 80s, the 90s, and so on. It is from one side elections, but now we have a multi candidates and multi campaigns, multi plans, and so on.
Yes. Sir, does the result confirm that the people are supporting their leadership and they are increasing, they are showing that the political awareness is increasing for the Egyptian citizen here?
Yeah, of course. If you noticed what President Fattah al-Sisi delivered for the people in his speech after the elections results, you will find that he understood exactly what the threats we have to face, not only as a ruler or as a president, but as a unity for the Egyptian people, for President Fattah al-Sisi, for the other ministries, how to face these challenges. You will find that he warned again from the threats in Egyptian borders, even from Gaza, from other borders, and so on. So it is the main task for the Egyptian people is to protect their future and to protect and to support the President Fattah al-Sisi plan to protect the Egyptian sovereignty at the same time.
Yes, sir. Mr. Wahba, also as an expert in economy, how do you see the most pressing issues that the president has to handle or to tackle during the start of the new term in office?
As you know, that President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi both the economic situations in his priority, especially as you know that the economies all over the world, not only in Egypt, suffered from the repercussions of the international conflicts.
Yes.
As you know that we faced years ago COVID-19. After COVID-19, we entered into era of Ukrainian-Russian war, and then the Israeli war against the Palestinians. This means that you lived different international conflict. So President Fattah al-Sisi put the economic situations upon his or make the economic situations the priority to face in the coming period, especially as you know that before this conflict and before COVID-19, Egyptian economy was one of the leading emerging economy in the world.
Yes. Mr. Wahba, also the president talked about the very important challenge, as you have just mentioned, which is the threats on our eastern border, meaning the war in the Gaza Strip and the aggression by the Israelis there. So how we would be tackling this issue as the Egyptians are having severe repercussions from this war taking place there?
As you know that Egypt was one of the core elements in solving the problem, in supporting the Palestinian rights in their independent the children and so on, to treat them in the Egyptian hospital.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Latif Wahba, our journalist, thank you so much for your precious input. And with that, our TV viewers, we come to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show. Till tomorrow with another quiz. Goodbye.